So, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all? I hope you're all doing really well. In today's video, I'm going to explain how I do trading using Bollinger Bands because many beginners have tried using Bollinger Bands but don't know the correct settings. So here I've made some tweaks in the download direction because as you know, Bollinger Bands have 3 bands. Okay, the upper band is where selling pressure starts. It acts as a resistance. First, let me set this to a 1-minute time frame. Okay, and the lower band acts as a support. The market tests that level. That's when it turns bullish. And the middle band is the price action line. It shows the movement of the price, indicating how the market is moving and in which direction it's flowing. Okay. Now, as you can see, I have taken a trade in the downward direction here. Why did I do that? Because the closing of the previous candle was at the same level where the upper band of the Bollinger Bands is, and the market tested that level and closed there. That's why I took a trade in the downward direction here. And finally, my trade has turned out to be profitable. Okay, guys, I hope you have understood how we can use the Bollinger Bands. What is the overall idea? I mean, how does this actually work? Now, I will try to explain this in even more detail because this is not all. There are many more things to understand about Bollinger Bands. For that, I will need to find a chart with a good movement because Bollinger Bands will work differently according to each chart. Because in some places, the chart will be sideways and in others, it will be in an uptrend. Somewhere else, the chart might be in a downtrend. So according to these different charts, the band will perform differently. And the lower band on the downside, that is the middle band, if the market closes around it, then that's fine. But if it breaks this and closes below, then we can advise for a downward move. Because you will be able to tell that there are extreme sellers here. If it stays above this, then Okay guys, look here, the market has moved in a downward direction. That's why I placed a trade in the downward direction here. As I told you, the middle line represents the price action. Based on that, you can tell whether there are more sellers or more buyers here. Their quantity is higher. Okay, so accordingly, by using the Bollinger Bands, we can practice at the right spot, but at the same time, don't forget to draw support and resistance here. Based on the long wick that has formed on the upper side, I have created a zone according to that and covered that zone as per the wick. Okay. Actually, it doesn't have much special use, but still, whenever I use any indicator, I always make sure to draw support and resistance so that the accuracy there remains very good and I can create good opportunities. Because otherwise, we don't see anything positive directly on a free chart. There, based on our mindset and psychology, we do technical analysis and then we can create opportunities. Okay. So finally here, a red candle has formed and my trade here has become profitable. The market has broken through the lower band of the Bollinger Bands. So now the market movement could be even more in the downward direction. As you may have heard many times, when the market breaks the resistance level, it becomes even more bullish. And when it breaks the support level, the market becomes even more bearish. In the same way, this is how these bands are used. Apart from that, this is how I worked on this chart. And now in another chart, I will look at it in a different way to see how it can work, because indicators perform according to the movement of the chart as they adjust themselves according to that specific chart. Okay, you must be understanding this in the market. But if you still have any doubts, do let me know in the comment box. Now look here, the market has tested the upper band and then moved downward. And even the current candle is also testing the upper band and trying to come down. So for now, I will wait a little. Only after that, according to the strategy, can I trade here. And right now, I don't see any particular opportunity here. So I'll change the chart and check where I feel the strategy should be applied and where I should place a trade. Because my investment here is $500, I don't want to take any risks. Also, here and there, some lone candles have formed, which indicate that at certain points, there is an upper band. So sellers would be active there. That's why red candles have formed here and there. Now, as soon as the market comes near the middle line or the lower band, there could be a downward movement. So I will change the chart and check here. You have to place the trade there. If you see the middle band or if there is a closing near the upper band, wherever the closing happens, it depends a lot on what the next candle will be. Now, if the closing of this candle doesn't happen near this area, then we can move for a downward trade. So I will draw a horizontal line here. I think I will have to remove this first, then I will draw a horizontal level and I will place this level on the upper side. Okay, from here, the previous movement of the market has been downward and the closing has happened near the upper band of the Bollinger Bands. So from here, the market movement could remain downward. That's why I have placed a $500 trade in the downward direction here. Okay, now as this red candle is forming, if its closing happens around this area, then that's a different thing. But if it tests the middle band or breaks it, and then there can be even more downward movement in the market here. Okay, this is how we use the Bollinger Bands. Mainly, we just use all three bands here. You just need to pay attention to which band the closing candle is near. If it's near the upper band, then we will move in the downward direction. If it happens near the lower band and it breaks it, then we will also move in the downward direction. If the lower band is not broken and the closing happens above it, meaning between the upper band and the lower band, then we wait for a green candle there. If the closing happens near the lower band, then we move in the downward direction. Hope you have understood the concept. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment in the comment box. If you still didn't understand, that's okay. So guys, finally, my trade here has turned out to be profitable. Now again, I will point out a good movement on the chart because it will perform differently in a sideways chart, and in an uptrend, it will perform differently. And if the chart is in a downtrend, it will perform differently as well. So in this way, I will try to explain how you can use the Bollinger Bands in different types of charts. And as for the default settings in the Bollinger Bands, you should leave them as they are because you don't need to make too many changes. The only thing you can do is if in some charts the bands are not covering properly in the market, then we can increase or decrease its deviation or period. Okay. So here the market movement is around the lower band. If the market breaks this, then the scenario will be different. Otherwise, let me change the chart here and take a look. Let me check in OMRC and Y. See, there is a clear downtrend going on here, so I will follow the trend in the downward direction. I have tweeted about this because previously 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles have already formed red here, so there is a very high chance that the sixth candle will also be red. And how long will the market keep going down? Until it touches the support level at the bottom. I will draw a support level on the downside with a horizontal line. Here, okay, at least the market movement will remain up to this support level. Now, I am not saying at all that only red candles will keep forming. There can also be some green candles in between. We call those retracement candles. Sometimes due to certain chart patterns, candles of the opposite color also form here. No matter how strong the selling pressure or resistance is, you must have noticed that green candles still form in between. Sometimes we call them error candles, but actually they are due to certain chart patterns or they are retracement candles. For the stability of the market, these opposite candles form in between so that the market remains stable. This way, buyers also stay active, and you could say sellers are also shown to be active. You must have never seen a chart where there are only red candles or only green candles. Okay guys, so this trade of mine has finally become profitable here, and the market is trying to reach its support level and has even tested it. The market, now maybe it could happen that after testing, the market might bounce back from here, or it could also break through. Or if it stays within this zone, then it could consolidate here for some time. Apart from that, now again, we will find a chart with a good movement because I never prefer to take multiple trades on the same chart when there is a broad range. It doesn't happen that all our trades will always be profitable. Now we will look at another chart. Maybe there, even with a small move, we might get an even better opportunity than this. And it's not necessary that we have to trade strictly according to the bands. If I see any other strategy or any pattern, whether it's a candlestick or a chart pattern, I can also replace it here accordingly. The important thing was to explain Bollinger Bands to you, which I have already done. Now, whatever movement the market gives from here, it can show anything. Because previously a green candle has already formed at this level, so there will definitely be some buyers active at this level. Of course, there may not be too many, but at least one green candle can form here. That's why I chose this direction here. I placed the trade in the direction of a green candle. Okay, let me tell you one important thing. I am not a financial advisor. Before placing any trade, make sure to do your own research because trading is very risky. You can make a profit here, but you can also incur losses just as easily. That's why in your account, only use 1% to 2% of your amount because you should only invest as much as you can afford to lose as possible, okay? Because if you are a beginner, it's obvious that you will face losses in the beginning. Still, I want you not to incur any losses. That's why I am bringing you some very good and reliable strategies so that you can have a strong start right from the beginning. Understood? So guys, finally, my trade here has also turned out to be profitable. And the closing of the candle has happened near the middle band, so nothing is certain here because the market could go bullish or bearish from this point. Actually, it's a bit risky to take a trade here, so I will avoid taking trades in this situation as well. And okay guys, so now here I will look at the chart's movement, find a chart with good movement, and let me tell you one thing. If you train step by step, it can be really beneficial. First of all, your step one should be to identify a chart with good movement. It shouldn't be a sideways chart. The support and resistance moves should be clearly visible. If the chart looks something like this, then that's fine. Okay? After that, now I am trying to find a good chart here so that I can take entry at the right spot. But the market has already become quite bullish. At this point, there isn't any particularly good entry. So here in USD BRL, I can consider a trade in the opposite direction because, as you can see, previously the market turned bullish from this level as well. Okay, so here I will draw a horizontal line. I can place this horizontal line here. Okay, guys. And along with that, look here where I placed the trade. The previous candle is green and it started right near the lower band of the Bollinger Bands. As I mentioned at the very beginning about the Bollinger Bands, the lower band acts as a support. That's where buyers become active. Okay, so that's why I placed a trade here for a green candle. But still, if you have any doubts, you can let me know in the comment box, and you must leave a short comment or plan in the comment box as well. Okay, so I'll have to wait a little until this candle closes. Although this is quite a strong support level and a green candle should form here, it's still taking a bit of time. Okay guys, okay, so finally this trade of mine has also turned out to be profitable, okay? Hope you have understood how we can use the Bollinger Bands. If you still have any doubts, you can let me know in the comment box, okay? And if you are visiting the channel for the first time, make sure to subscribe and press the bell icon because the upcoming videos are going to be packed with strategies. I will try to explain each and every indicator one by one for all of you, showing how they work. Okay? Also, let me tell you one thing. Don't forget to set support and resistance levels. So today, my strategy has been profitable here on CHF JPY. In EUR, GBP, GBP, USD, OMR, CNY, NSAR, CNY, and USD BRL as well. So here, I have taken trades for 5 to 6 days, and all the trades have been profitable. So if you like the video, please make sure to like it. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. The indicator can work quite well. If we combine it with support and resistance, it can be even better. But if you're just following the indicator directly, it can be a bit risky. However, if you also are adding support and resistance, then it becomes much better. You can actually develop a solid strategy from this. Besides that, you should know the details about the indicator itself, how it works, what its default settings should be, and what kind of chart you should use with it. Okay, if you have any other doubts, you can let me know in the comment box. Alright guys, see you in the next video. Until then, thank you.